All right, welcome team to your abs, buns, and guns. For class today, you don't need a ton of equipment, but if you have them, you're gonna bring in your ankle weights. Now, you always have the option to take these off at any point if it becomes too much. You can start wearing them in the beginning right off the bat for your core section. In fact, this week I recommend it, but if it's too much for you, pop them off and then put them back on for the leg section and kind of mediate your experience. Secondly, you're gonna need a pair of dumbbells if you have it. Just a light set, so anywhere from 2 to 5 pounds is probably gonna be enough because we're gonna aim to go for high rep and we're gonna hit some different angles with the upper body section and with the weights. So if you go really heavy, you probably won't be able to hit those angles or be able to go for as long of a period of time. So I'm gonna have my dumbbells just splitting about the middle or the top portion of the mat. That way we don't need to roll up and grab them. You're gonna go ahead and place your ankle weights on to begin. And I'm gonna leave these on the whole time. Or at least I'm gonna aim to. All right, so we're gonna get started on our back. Pilates stance, so the feet are gonna be flat on the floor, about hip width distance apart, palms by the sides, shoulders plugged down the back. Take a big inhale to prepare. As you exhale, pull the navel in towards the spine, tilt the pelvis, hip points towards the sternum, and then articulate and roll up, heel up, hips up into your bridge. Straight line, knees, hips, shoulders. Inhale at the top. Exhale, roll down, upper back, mid back, lower back. The hips will touch neutral spine. Inhale, exhale, peel, curl, and lift. Inhale at the top. Exhale, roll down. One more. Inhale at the bottom. We're just warming up, mobilizing the spine before we get into our core. Hold at the top. Little butterflies, little flutters of the knees. We go out and in. External rotation, back to parallel. So you're gonna use the hips to press the knees out and externally rotate, and then squeeze in through the inner thighs to bring these back to parallel. Sternum drops, so we're not puffing out the chest, straight line. Press through the feet, engage the hamstrings, squeeze the glutes for 10, 9, 8, 7. Abs pulled in and up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Articulate and roll the spine back down the same way that you came in. Now you're gonna bring the soles of your feet together. Let the knees fall open. So we're gonna work in this cobbler's pose, this diamond shape. Hands are gonna go behind the head. Take an inhale to prepare. As you exhale, just the right leg. You lift and lower. Exhale as you come up. And you're keeping the leg in this diamond shape. You can flex or point the foot. Hip to rib connection, lengthening and pressing the lower back into the mat and just floating the leg. You're gonna notice because of the ankle weight, it feels extra heavy. We're here for 10, not here long. 9, 8. It's almost like an accordion. It opens together, it closes together. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, up and hold. You're gonna reach your left hand towards your right heel and then extend the arm and leg away from each other. Tap, reach, tap, reach. If this is not challenging enough and you're looking for a little bit extra, you can use the dumbbell in the left hand. You might have to go a little bit slower, but you're looking for that opposition and as much length from your right toes to your left hand. Keeping the abdominals engaged. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Release, bring the soles of the feet back together, release your weight. Now you're gonna bring your elbows out to about 45 degrees, fists up to the ceiling. Press your feet together, lengthen your spine, chin towards your chest, head on or off the floor. Lift the hips into your bridge, big squeeze of the glutes at the top, down, lift, lower, lift. So you can leave your head on the floor, but I like to have the head lifted so that I know that my spine is moving in one piece. The hips drop, but I'm not releasing the rib cage to have the hips come down. The whole thing moves. Down, squeeze. Press the feet together. The knees are out, externally rotate. Down, lift. Big squeeze, butt tight at the top. You can reach down, double check, make sure. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Lower the hips, reset. Hands come back behind the head. Take an inhale to prepare. This time as you exhale, the left leg will lift. Down, lift. Lowering with control. If you notice it's too much with the ankle weight, take it off and just work with your own body weight. Often that's enough. Hip to rib connection as you exhale. Belly button pulls down towards the spine as if you want it to touch the mat underneath you. Head and shoulders lift off the floor. Breathing here. You got about 10 seconds to go. We're gonna hold it up at the top. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, up and hold. Right hand now reaches towards your left heel and then extend. You can leave the right foot, the foot that's on the floor, in the diamond shape, or you can place the knife edge of the foot down for more stability. And again, like you did on the other side, if you want to add in the dumbbell, working not just the core now, but shoulder stability. And reach. As much length as you can find, fingers to toes. On the diagonal for 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Release. Dumbbell goes down to the side. Soles of the feet come back together. You have one bridge lift to one tabletop reach. So the feet have to press together. Lift the hips, lower the hips, and now use your core, lift the head and shoulders at the same time that you're gonna float the legs into tabletop. But we're gonna be here for about 45 seconds. Lift, lower, lift, lower. So it's glutes, and then it's core. Abs are working actually the whole time, but the focus is more on the posterior chain for the bridge lift, and then on the front core for the tabletop reach. Dig your elbows down, and then reach. You're here, 10 more seconds. You got one more for core, and then we start our leg series. That's what we came for, right? All legs, booty, and core. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, up and hold, little reach, little pulse. Fingertips forward, both shoulder blades off the floor. As you exhale, lift higher. Legs are 90 degrees, hips anchored. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Feet come back together. We're still working in our diamond shape of the legs. Knees fall out. Option 1, you're just gonna come up to a challenging position, reach back, tap the hands behind the head on the floor behind you for a little extra. Advance, you're rolling all the way up. And maybe you take the alternating leg lift in the diamond shape. And we're here 45 seconds, maybe a little longer. We'll go to the top of the minute. You are rolling, articulating through the spine, on the way up and on the way down. So slow motion, rolling through the spine, balancing at the top, sitting up tall, and then articulating. The pelvis has to tilt slightly for that to happen. You can have the feet together and go for a flex, or you can go, so this is more of a frog position, or you point the feet with the toes together, heels stay lifted the whole time, and you're in more of a diamond. Woo, 10 seconds. Exhale at the top. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Hug the knees in. Your core section is done. Little rock and roll. Forward and back, full length of the spine. On your third one, you're rolling up. So you're gonna roll forward. I'm just gonna turn this way so that you can see what's happening with my legs. But you face whichever direction makes sense. Your right leg is coming out to the side. Right palm on the floor. Left hand has your dumbbell. Stack it right underneath the shoulder. You're gonna fly the arm, so the left elbow lifts,